Foreign policy and national security head-on last night.
The idea that we will have wasted our treasure and the lives of young Americans to not secure Afghanistan is not appropriate. But the idea that we would give a timetable to our enemy is irresponsible.
So which of the 8 Republican hopefuls expressed their views best and came out on top, and who lost?
Yeah, biggest loser. Joining us now is Mark Thiessen. He's a former senior speechwriter for George W. Bush. Nice to see you, Mark.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well, and your Twitter stream was entertaining last night, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
So, no pun intended, who was the biggest loser here last night?
Well, the biggest loser wasn't on the stage. I think the biggest loser was CBS. This was just a terribly run debate. I mean, first of all, they schedule it on a Saturday night between 2 major football games. Then they schedule a 90-minute debate, but only show 60 minutes of it on TV. And I know Fox has run 3 debates. I think you showed all the debate, the whole from beginning to end when you did it.
Yeah.
And then they went on. Then they put it on a live stream on the internet. And it crashed, so no one could see the last half hour of the debate. So, and on top of that, Scott Pelley was, I mean, he was a bully. He was out, he was, cutting the candidates off. These are the people who are going to be possibly the next commander-in-chief, and he's lecturing them like school children. So I think CBS did a pretty poor job.
And Mark, what about the claims from the Bachmann camp that she received a leaked email that basically said that CBS had planned beforehand not to ask her many questions because they don't think she's apparently viable enough?
I really don't know all that much about it. I think it's probably fair to ask most of the questions of the candidates that are most likely to be the next commander-in-chief. So I mean, my big question is, why is John Huntsman still on the stage? Ron Paul can carry his water, and he at least gets more than 1% in the polls.
Let's talk about the biggest winner of the night. Who came out swinging on foreign policy? This has been a strength of President Obama. As we mentioned earlier, 60% of American voters think that he has handled the war on terror well. That's 60%. That's his highest approval rating. So which of the candidates up there did well against that?
I think Rick Perry did a terrific job. I mean, who would have thought that the foreign policy debate would be Rick Perry's best debate? I mean, he was strong. He delivered a strong message. He led the pack when he talked about the idea of starting at 0 for foreign aid and then justifying the programs. Everybody else came in and sort of echoed that view. I think he did a great job of making fun of his gaffe the other night about the Energy Department. I think he had a very, very strong night. None of us would have expected this would be his strong suit, but it was.
Yeah, we've also heard other pundits say that, obviously when you set expectations low, as he did about his debate performance, then you exceed them, by definition you win. Mark Thiessen, thanks so much for coming in with your perspective on the debate last night. Great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
And check out his Twitter stream. It's entertaining. Thanks, Mark.